Good day. My name is Gregory, and today we are looking at a unit that is entitled I Can Do That. Amongst the things we will look at today are can and can't, adverbs, adjective plus noun, and everyday problems. So let's start. Do you have a computer? Do you use it for work, the internet, computer games, shopping, emails? What do you mainly use your computer for? What about social networking? That's very popular these days. Okay, let's have a look at can and can't. What can they do? Match the words and photos. So number one, what is Marcus? They've done that one for you. He is an interpreter. Number two, what do you think Larry is doing? Have a look through those words and see which one you think fits. We have pilot, farmer, schoolboy, athlete, grandmother, and architect. What about Justin? What do you think he is doing? What is his job? And George, what do you think George is doing? If you have to pick one of these. Number five, Lee. Number six, Oliver. Number seven, Margaret. Did you get those? Larry, it looks to me that he would be an architect. Architect is a person who designs buildings. Justin is clearly, he's sitting in an aeroplane, and he is a pilot. George, if you look, he is sitting on a tractor with farmlands behind him, so he is a farmer. Lee is running on a racing track, so he must be an athlete. Oliver, young boy, he is a schoolboy. And Margaret then must be a grandmother. Did you get all of those? Okay. Marcus is an interpreter. He can speak French and German fluently. Larry is an architect. He can draw well. Justin is a pilot. He can fly a 747 jumbo jet. George is a farmer. He can drive a tractor. Lee is an athlete. He can run very fast. Oliver is a schoolboy. He can use a computer really well. Margaret is Oliver's grandmother. She can make fantastic cakes. Did you fill those in? Check your spelling here. Okay, and let's listen to those sentences.
Unit 11, Tape Script 11.1. 1.
Marcus is an interpreter. He can speak French and German fluently.
2.
Larry is an architect. He can draw well.
3.
Justin is a pilot. He can fly 747 jumbo jets.
4.
George is a farmer. He can drive a tractor.
5.
Lee is an athlete. He can run very fast.
6.
Oliver is a schoolboy. He can use a computer really well.
7.
Margaret is Oliver's grandmother. She can make fantastic cakes.
Okay, good. Listen and repeat the questions and answers. This is to practice speaking English, asking questions and answering questions in English. Listen and repeat.
Tape script 11.2.
Can Marcus speak French?
Yes, he can.
Can Marcus speak
Can
French?
you speak French?
Yes, I can.
Can you speak French?
Can Larry draw well?
Can
Yes,
Larry
he
draw
can.
well?
Can you draw well?
No, I can't.
Can you
I
draw
can't
well?
draw at all.
So practice with a partner, asking and answering the questions, and then change over. The one who was answering the questions gets to ask the questions. Practice this with a partner. Now, here we have a very good listening exercise. I want you to read and listen to Oliver and Dominique and complete their conversation. What I want you to do is to fill in the blanks with the words that you hear. Okay, are you ready? Then let's begin.
Tape script 11.4. Of course I can.
Can you use a computer, Oliver?
Yes, of course I can. All my friends can. I use a computer at home in my bedroom, and we use computers at school all the time.
That's great. What other things can you do?
Well, I can run fast, very fast, and I can draw a bit. I can draw really good cars, but I can't drive them, of course. I can draw good planes too. When I'm big, I want to be a pilot and fly 747s.
Excellent. Now, I know you can speak French.
Yes, I can. I can speak French fluently because my dad's French. We sometimes speak French at home.
Can you speak any other languages?
No, I can't. I can't speak German or Spanish, just French. And English, of course. And I can cook. I can make cakes. My grandma makes fantastic cakes, and I sometimes help her. Yesterday, we made a big chocolate cake.
Did you get all the words to fill all of these gaps? Did you complete the exercise? If you completed it, then let's check our answers. Don't just check that your answer is correct, check that your spelling is correct too. Okay, let's move along. Answer these questions about Oliver. What can Oliver do? What can't he do? From what we read here, what would the answers be? What can Oliver do? Well, what does he say here? Can you remember? Well, I can fast, very fast, and I can draw a bit. I can draw really good cars, but I can't drive them, of course. So one of the things he can do is draw cars. One of the things he can't do is drive cars. Number 2, does he use a computer at school? Well, what does he say? I use a computer at home in my bedroom, and we use computers at school all the time. So the answer is yes, he does use a computer at school. Question number 3. What does he want to be when he's big? What does he say? When I'm big, I want to be a pilot and fly 747s. So when he's big, he wants to be a pilot. Number 4, why can he speak French well? You remember what he said? Yeah, he says, I can speak French fluently because my dad's French. So he can speak French very well because his father is French. What did he do yesterday? Do you remember? Well, there he says, yesterday we made a big chocolate cake. We is he and his grandmother. Let's check our answers. He can use a computer, run fast, draw planes and cars, speak French and English. He can cook and make cakes, but he can't drive or speak German or Spanish. Does he use a computer at school? Yes, he does. What does he want to be when he's big? He wants to be a pilot. Why can he speak French well? He can speak French well because his dad is French. And number 5, what did he do yesterday? Yesterday he made a chocolate cake with his grandmother, with his grandma. Okay, let's move along. Now, we want to practice pronunciation. And the way we will do that, we will listen to an exercise and we'll underline the word can or can't. In America, Americans pronounce it can or can't. British, more can and can't. So let's listen, and the word that you hear, I want you to underline, please. Are you ready? Then let us begin.
Tape script 11.5. Pronunciation. 1,
I can ski quite well.
2,
She can't speak German at all.
3,
He can speak English fluently.
4,
Why can't you come to my house?
5,
We can't understand our teacher.
6,
They can read.
7,
Can I have an ice cream, please?
8,
Can cats swim?
Good. Did you underline all the words that you heard? Then let us check our answers. Number 1 is, I can ski quite well. Number 2, she can't speak German at all. 3, he can speak English fluently. Number 4, why can't you come to my house? Number 5, we can't understand our teacher. Number 6, they can read. Number 7, can I have an ice cream, please? And number 8, can cats swim? And I want you to practice reading those sentences out loud, please. Work with a partner and take turns to read the sentences for the other one to listen to. Okay? Next exercise. Number 2. Jenny Spencer is English, but she lives in Argentina. Listen and tick the things she can do. So we're going to listen to an audio file, and we are going to hear about the things that Jenny can do. And I want you to tick the items that you hear her say that she can do. Ready? Then let us begin.
tape script 11.6. Jenny Spencer.
I live in the city of Tucumán. I teach English. I can speak Spanish fluently now. I can also speak German a little bit. I love it here. On Saturday night, I go out with my friends. A lot of my friends can speak English really well. On Sundays, I often go riding here. I can ride quite well now. Or sometimes I watch friends playing golf. I can't play golf, but I like watching it. Sunday is also the day for asado, or barbecues. We always cook beef. I can't cook at all, but I want to learn. It's a great life here. Everyone is really friendly.
Okay, did you get all of those? She said at the beginning, I can speak Spanish. She teaches English, therefore she can speak English as well. She also said that she can speak a little bit of German. I can also speak German a little bit. And a lot of her friends speak English, she says, which is not one of the things there. She says on Sunday she goes riding and she can ride quite well now. So she can ride a horse. We always cook beef, and she says, I can't cook at all. So she cannot cook. She also likes to watch her friends playing golf, but she says, I can't play golf. So those last two she cannot do. The rest of them she can do. Did you get all of those? Were you able to follow the audio? Now, exercise number 3. Complete Jenny's sentences with words from the box. We have a little bit, quite well, really well, fluently, not at all. Okay, we understand a little bit means not, so-so. Quite well means, yes, quite good. Really well means excellent. Fluently is the way that you speak. When you speak fluently, your words flow easily in a nice steady stream. And not at all means no, not at all, nothing. So she says, I can speak Spanish really well. I can speak German. Which one do you think? Complete all of these on your own first. I can speak German. My friends can speak English. I can ride. And I can't cook. Which of these words fill which of these gaps? If you have finished the exercise, let's check the answers. She says, I can speak Spanish fluently. I can speak German a little bit. My friends can speak English really well. And she says, I can ride quite well, but I can't cook at all. Did you get those? If you did, well done. Listen again and practice the sentences.
Tape script 11.6. Jenny Spencer.
I live in the city of Tucumán. I teach English. I can speak Spanish fluently now. I can also speak German a little bit. I love it here. On Saturday night, I go out with my friends. A lot of my friends can speak English really well. On Sundays, I often go riding here. I can ride quite well now. Or sometimes I watch friends playing golf. I can't play golf, but I like watching it. Sunday is also the day for asado, or barbecues. We always cook beef. I can't cook at all, but I want to learn. It's a great life here. Everyone is really friendly.
Okay, and I would like you to practice saying these sentences, please. Grammar spots, we're looking at adverbs. Adverbs, you will remember, are words that describe how something is being done. And adverbs can come after the verb. Not always, but they can. She can run fast. He plays golf well. Regular adverbs end in ly, such as she can speak Spanish fluently. Fluently, adverb ending with ly. Please speak slowly. Slowly being the adverb, describing how we would like someone to speak, and it ends ly. Let us look at the grammar reference on page 128.11.3. 11.3, adverbs. Adverbs give more information about verbs, such as go fast, draw well, speak beautifully. Notice the word order. You speak English well, not you speak well English. He drives his car fast, not he drives fast his car. Regular adverbs end in ly. And if the adjective is fluent, the adverb will be fluently. Adjective beautiful, adverb beautifully. Slow, adjective, slowly, adverb. Careful, adjective, carefully, adverb. Usual, adjective, usually, adverb. And some adverbs are irregular. In other words, you don't just add an ly onto the adjective, such as good, well. Fast, fast, it stays the same, there's no change. Late, late. Early, early. Hard, hard. So these are irregular adverbs. You do not just add an ly, you do not say fastly or lately. Okay? Now, requests and offers. We use can and can't in making and accepting or rejecting requests and offers. And the heading of this exercise is, can I help you? Look at the pictures. Use the words to write questions with can. So an A they have done for us. Picture 3. Can you come to my picnic? Can you come to my picnic? And he said, sorry, I can't. It's my brother's wedding on Saturday. Which one is this? The answer is, it's about 3:30. And it looks like it will be picture number 2. Can you tell me the time, please? Can you tell me the time, please? It's about 3:30. C. The answer is, yes, of course. Here you are. And it looks like it would be number 4, which is, can I have a glass of water, please? D, the answer is, yes, please. I want to buy this postcard. The question would be, number 1. Can I help you? E. The answer is, oh yes please, that's so kind of you. And the question there is, can I give you a lift? A lift in English, giving somebody a lift means that you give them a ride in your car usually. And F, the answer is, I'm sorry, is this better? Can you understand me now? And what was being asked? Can you please speak more slowly? Did you get all of those? Let's have a look at the answers. Number 1, can I help you? Number 2, can you tell me the time, please? Number 3, can you come to my picnic? Number 4, can I have a glass of water, please? Number 5, can you speak more slowly, please? And number 6, can I give you a lift? And if you want to just fill in the numbers into the empty spaces, there they are. All the correct answers. How did you do? Were you able to unscramble the words to make the sentences, to make the questions? If you were able to, well done. Now, listen and check.
Tape script 11.7. Requests and offers. 1.
Can I help you?
Yes, please. I want to buy this postcard.
2.
Can you tell me the time, please?
It's about 3:30.
3.
Can you come to my picnic?
Sorry, I can't. It's my brother's wedding on Saturday.
4.
Can I have a glass of water, please?
Yes, of course. Here you are.
5.
Can you speak more slowly, please?
I'm sorry. Is this better? Can you understand me now?
6.
Can I give you a lift?
Oh, yes, please. That's so kind of you.
Okay, did you get all of those? Good. Let's move along to finding the correct sentence. Let's check your grammar knowledge. And exercise number 4, I want you to read the 2 sentences and put a tick with the correct one. Number 1, I know can understand, or I can't understand. Which is the correct one of those 2? He can drive a tractor. He can drive a tractor. Which one is correct? Can you swim fast? Or do you can swim fast? We can to play tennis quite well. We can play tennis quite well. You speak Italian very good. You speak Italian very well. He plays very well golf. He plays golf very well. Put a tick in the box of the sentence that you believe is correct. And if you are finished, let us check our answers. I can't understand. He can drive a tractor. Can you swim fast? We can play tennis quite well. You speak Italian very well. He plays golf very well. We do things well. We don't do things good. So, did you get those correct? If not, I hope you've corrected your mistakes from the answers that we put up. And let's move along to the next exercise. Reading and listening. And what we are going to do is have a look at the internet. Internet has become very big over the years, and everybody, I think, or virtually everybody, is on the internet these days. For research, for banking, for shopping, and of course social media and the news. What are these websites for? What does www mean? We've all seen many websites start with www. What does www stand for? It stands for World Wide Web. So what do you think these websites are for? BBC.co.uk? That would be the British Broadcasting Corporation. That would probably be a news channel. www.britishmuseum.org. That would be a website of the British Museum. Google. No question there. I think everybody in the world knows what Google is. Blogger.com. Many people nowadays write blogs, which is almost like a public diary where they write things that are happening in their lives or things that they believe for other people to read. Blogger.com is where you can post your writings so that other people can read them. English.aljazeera.net. That is where you can go to learn English, obviously, Al Jazeera Academy. Football365.com. That would obviously be a football site, not so. Match the verbs and the nouns. Verbs and nouns that go together. Listen to the radio. We watch. We play. Pay. Read. Chat to. Send. Or book. What do you think? We watch TV. We play chess. We pay a bill. We read a newspaper. We chat to friends. We send an email. And we book a hotel. To book a hotel means to make a reservation with a hotel. Let us check our answers. Listen to the radio, watch TV, play chess, pay a bill, read a newspaper, chat to friends, send an email, book a hotel. Good? You get that all correct? Not too difficult, was it? Which of these things can you do on the internet? Can you listen to the radio on the internet? Yes, you can. Watch TV? Yes, you can. Play chess? Yes, you can. Pay a bill? Yes. Read a newspaper? Yes. Chat to friends? Yes. Send an email? Yes. Book a hotel? Yes. So all of these things you can do online or on the internet, as well as many other things, of course. Read and listen to the text about the internet. Answer the questions in exercise 3. So the questions we are going to want to answer is, or are, when did the internet start? Why did it start? What can people do on the internet? Listen and read along and look out for the answers to these questions.
Tape script 11.8. The Internet. You can do more and more on the Internet.
It's history. The Internet started in the 1960s. The United States Department of Defense started it because they wanted a computer network to help the American military. In the 1970s, scientists worked on it and learned how to send messages between computers. Then, in the 1980s, telephone companies made it possible to communicate on the computer network in many more countries. An international computer language was born, and the net went worldwide.
Millions of uses. You can use the Internet for millions of things. You can Google for information about anything and everything. You can buy and sell clothes and cars. You can book a hotel, a holiday, or tickets for a football match. You can pay your bills. You can watch your favorite TV program. You can play chess with a partner in Moscow. You can chat to your friends and share photographs on Flickr. You can write a blog about your life. You can... The list is endless.
Yes, indeed it is. There are so many things one can do on the Internet, and it is growing and becoming more sophisticated all the time. Did you get these answers to the 3 questions? When did the Internet start? The answer's here. In fact, the very first sentence. The Internet started in the 1960s. Why did it start? Well, the Department of Defense started it because they wanted a computer network to help the American military. And what can people do on the Internet? All of these things. You can Google information, buy or sell all sorts of things. You can book a hotel, you can pay your bills, you can do your banking. The things you can do on the Internet are absolutely endless, really. There's so much one can do on the Internet. But let's check our answers to those 3 questions. The Internet started in the 1960s. It started because the US Department of Defense wanted a computer network to help the American military. And you can do all of these things on the Internet. There's so much that one can do. Let's look at exercise number 5. Are these sentences true or false? Correct the false sentences. Number 1 says, the Internet started in the 1970s. Do you think that is true or false? Number 2, telephone companies started it. True or false? If you say the answer is false, write down the correct answer, please. It started in America. In the 1980s, scientists sent messages between computers. There is an international computer language. So what you must do is mark our sentences correct or incorrect, true or false. If you say the sentence is false, I want you to write down the correct information, please. And if you have finished, let's have a look at the answers. Number 1, false. The Internet started in the 1960s. Number 2, false. The US Department of Defense started it. Number 3, 4, and 5 are all true. It did start in America. In the 80s, scientists sent messages between computers, and there is an international computer language. How did you do? Did you get those correct? If you did, well done. Okay, if you're ready, let's move on to exercise number 6. What we are going to do is listen. It's going to be a listening exercise. And I want you to complete what these people do, when and why do they use the internet. Number one, they've done for you Charlotte, 14 years old. She uses the internet every day. Why? To help with her homework. And we have Lauren, Mark, or rather Mike, Alan, Max, and Edna. I want you to listen. When do they use the internet and for what? And I want you to fill in the gaps, please.
Tape script 11.9. What do you do on the internet? 1. Charlotte, age 14.
I use the internet a lot. Every day, I think. It helps me with my homework. I Google for information, or I use Wikipedia. It helps me with everything. History, geography, science, English, everything. Yesterday, I got a lot of information about Jane Austen.
2. Lauren, age 20.
I really like poetry, and I can find lots of great poems on the internet. Yesterday, I got the words for a sonnet, by Shakespeare. I use the internet mostly in the evenings, when I have time.
3. Mike, age 23.
I go on the internet a lot, sometimes 3 or 4 times a day. It's a great way to hear all your friends' news and see all their photographs. Yesterday, I posted all the photos from my holiday. You can see them if you want.
4. Alan Crum, age 47.
Well, my surname, my family name is Crum, and I want to write about my family, so I use the internet to find out about my family's history. There are special websites for this. Also, I can chat to people with the same name from all over the world. Canada, Germany, Argentina. It's really interesting. I usually use it on Sundays because I have more time then.
5. Max, age 10.
I play games a lot, and I go on websites for my favourite football players. I want to be on the computer all the time, but my mum says I can't. She says I can only use it after school for an hour, and then I stop.
Okay, did you
6.
get all of those?
Edna,
not
age
finished yet.
71.
I go shopping on the internet. Every Friday, I go to my son's house and I use his computer. It's fantastic. The supermarket brings all my shopping to my home. I want a computer now. I want to send emails to my friends. Most of my friends have computers.
Okay, did you get all of those? When and why these people all use the internet? Good. If you've completed that exercise, let's check your answers. Charlotte, every day. Why? Help with homework. Lauren, in the evenings, finds poems. Mike, 3 or 4 times a day to hear friends' news. Alan Crum, on Sundays, to get information about his family history. Max, after school, to play games. Edna, every Friday, shopping. And I'm sure you can think of many, many other things we can do on the internet. Well, that concludes today's lesson. I trust that you got something from it, and I hope that you learned something from it. And I hope that you'll practice what you have learned. The more you practice, the better your English will be, and the easier it will become. Thank you for your time, and until next time, stay well.